also advertising what they're doing. Free is also credited as a co-founder of PR Lane, which is described in the manifesto as focused on using our experiences and nurturing our many collaborators to build stories that are equally accessible and engaging than fitting them within the best media. So it seems almost like they're creating a platform that is, I guess, to put artists together, but I'm not understanding 100% if this is some type of management company, or it doesn't really sound like a label, or does it sound more of like a mentoring company for upcoming artists that they fuck with?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, like almost like an outreach to the community. Like, you're starting a company for upcoming artists. Like, what is the purpose? What are we doing here? What do you guys think? Briefly, since we don't got to talk about Kendrick for too long.
I don't care about it at all.
I wasn't even listening just now. I'm like, I didn't even gonna lie to you.
No, facts. I just don't. I don't.
That really sucked, man.
No, but
I swear I was.
No, but it's not.
That really sucked.
It's not necessarily. I just don't.
Someone's starting something for upcoming artists.
Yeah.
One of the biggest major artists is starting something,
But
collaborating.
those
with
details,
powerful people.
those details right there just
They're
weren't.
vague.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're not clear enough for me to care about it yet.
Okay.
If they do more and then somebody's associated with it to where I see it and I can understand where they're going with it,
Okay.
and I can see the potential in it, then by all means, I'll probably get behind it because I fuck with the message that Kendrick has.
I agree.
But do I care right now in the landscape of music? Not really.
Okay.
Not yet, because it's not anything yet. Until it is something,
Okay.
I don't have time to be pushing it because it ain't doing nothing for my pockets.
But a lot of rappers, we're seeing a lot of rappers do these joint ventures and starting different types of companies that are unexpected. You know what I'm saying? Outside of liquor, outside of clothing, outside of a sneaker. You know what I'm saying? Like even with Drake's deal with caffeine. Even now they got Offset, since y'all mentioned Offset. So,
Because
it's interesting. And
I think more and more people are starting to realize how much this show money is and how it is tax-free, how it is uncounted, uncalculated.
Right.
These guys have a resource where it is a large sum. You talk about millions of dollars where it's tax-free, it's not accounted for, it's not calculated properly, to where they realize that they can put this in other endeavors, and companies are realizing that. People with ideas are realizing that, to where they're saying, hey, 100,000 could really change this situation. So then they jump to come at all these artists, and I think then the artists are realizing that. And I more power to them if it turns out to be something. I feel like there's not enough, due to the fact that artists are 100% of the creators of this media, but they are such a small percentage of the owners of this media, which is, I think that's a problem. Like,
all right, so since y'all are like not really feeling this topic, let's move on. How are we feeling about the coronavirus? What? Like y'all ain't seen nothing. Like y'all
you ready? Segue.
I only got to invest in the seatbelt, man.
I feel about the
You told me you
corona.
weren't listening. You told me it was wah. Like,
I listened to the Kendrick shit, but you know what I mean? It's just.
But I just feel like it's too vague to get behind it. I just feel like that's.
I like Kendrick.
I just think he's trying to start something positive for artists, and that's just the end of it. In conclusion.
And hopefully it
But
is that.
I
But
really
who
do want
knows?
to touch on the coronavirus.
Was it a touchdown? I think that's the last thing you want to do.
Why?
That was
Are you
good.
scared?
I like
You
that.
guys announce some serious. Let's break out some fashion. I'm talking like y'all scared to go outside. Y'all
Nigga,
wear
that
masks.
shit hype, nigga. I ain't believing that shit.
You don't believe in
That
the
shit
hype?
don't affect me.
Are we falling for the hype?
Nigga, I was in the club all last week, nigga. That shit don't affect me.
But listen, they postponed Coachella.
Catching taxi rides and everything, going to airports and all, nigga.
They
I'm alright.
canceled. Listen, but the reason
Shoulder to shoulder with bitches. Not worried about it.
Yeah,
I
well,
definitely know it's like
they canceled
it's
Coachella.
shit, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm
They canceled Coachella. They canceled Ultra. They canceled South by Southwest. So
I get that. Like,
You
it's
know,
like hundreds
how
of
much
thousands
money are
of
they
people,
losing?
nigga. Who gives a fuck? How much money who losing?
Right.
I mean, all those entities that have.
Hey, the niggas can recoup. They
Of course
make
they
their
can
money and then
recoup.
some.
They're
I
conglomerates.
ain't worried about that shit. I ain't worried about shit I don't even go to.
So nobody's paying.
South by
no bills.
Southwest, Ultra, Coachella, nigga, you ain't never gonna see Holla Rock in that shit, dog. If I pop off or not, nigga, I'm cool.
I feel like mostly the people that's getting caught with it is like people that don't do normal shit that you're supposed to be doing anyway.
Motherfuckers just playing in toilets and
Yes.
shit, dog.
Like, what do
like-
you mean? Like,
Alright,
Wipe your ass and wiping your eyes and shit.
not washing
Your ass and your eyes are
your
crusty.
Yeah, they going straight ass to eye. That's the problem.
And then realistically,
Sounds like a porn channel.
realistically,
Them
like
shit.
if you're a person that eat like just like if you're not putting
Bats.
like if you're not
That's even
putting
some
like
bullshit,
the
nigga. Like, whoever started that whole, you eat bats, you got corona. Them niggas are so stupid now, dog. Like,
Exactly.
come on, them
yeah,
niggas
but I
been
mean,
eating
like,
bats for years, dog.
Nah, but if you like naturally like
Yeah.
using like lemons and like you know what I mean, like
Cook, cleansing your meat and everything, yeah.
Now niggas ain't even trying to tell you a pound or nothing, nigga, no high fives, but the masate.
I was still barbecuing the other day. I ain't got no time for that. You ain't gonna stop me. You ain't gonna stop me in my
personally
steaks.
don't care as well. I mean, I wouldn't say I don't care. I just don't. I don't buy into what the
I mean
media
that's just
portrays.
spreading.
It's. I mean, but look. Okay.
Niggas
let's-
feel us the flu,
My
the
thing
cold, nigga.
And
My
since,
thing
we're
is
on,
this.
and since we're on record, let's fast forward 6 months from now. How much money are the glove companies gonna make?
Of
How
course.
much money are the mask, the face mask companies gonna make?
No, no,
How
you ain't
much
see
are
the shit
the-
with the face mask, how they
How much
call a
money are they
factory
gonna
recycling
make?
the face
Yeah.
mask.
Yeah, it's like
But
all
call-
these industries.
a company sanitizing them and then
So,
reselling the
You know,
mask.
like what they could make in these next 2 quarters. What they can make in these next 2 quarters could make up for, you know what I'm saying? Just
Yes.
and the propaganda of what they're doing in the media, scaring everybody. First of all, it attacks people with an already immune and affected system. So if you're already doing all right, the odds of it affecting you, and like you said, like if you take care of yourself, you'll be all right. But the media perpetuates this and perpetuates that because it makes sales, it makes money. So therefore, it is what it is.
It takes your mind off of.
It takes your mind off other
It takes your
things.
mind off of.
You know,
I don't remember that shit when that 9/11 shit happened.
Exactly.
What's the first
That was
thing
our
niggas told you,
SARS shit.
nigga? Go outside and keep living your life and go shopping and go
Yeah,
partying and doing
man.
all that shit, nigga.
You know, like
Take
I look,
advantage of
come
these
on,
low
fam.
ass cruise prices.
Nigga, what
and
nigga
shit
you
right
see
now.
the yo nigga?
Y'all
Yo,
know, like,
yo,
I'm looking
plane
at the
tickets right
flights.
now like $40,
Nigga.
nigga. Holla at me, son. I'm about to be
Yo.
booked out, dog. I ain't gonna
Hey, where we
be,
going,
I ain't gonna
kid?
be doing this shit in May, nigga.
Where
I
we
be
going,
talking
kid?
taking a hiatus. We all vacation.
What? I be
Yeah,
talking.
yo, nigga,
Why
let's
can't
go.
we do an Abby
I'll
Talk
take my chances,
remote
nigga.
location? Why can't we record somewhere
Why
else?
not?
Let's go to
Alright.
New York.
Because I think all
Because-
the so selfish.
because to keep
going
it
to
up-
4 different places.
To keep it 100, to keep it 100, to keep it 100.
All right, go ahead.
It's been, let me see, outside of the United States, 44 deaths.
Nigga, niggas died all day. That's outside my house, nigga.
That's
Shit, we have 54 outside the crib right now.
Chicago beat that. Chicago beat that in a couple days.
That's Chicago. You
Facts.
said New York City,
Nigga, my
nigga.
niggas popping shells outside.
Nah, but facts.
Harlem Nights, nigga.
But when they was throwing out the numbers of niggas getting killed by police, they wasn't saying there was no pandemic. This shit was way more than
Oh, no,
44.
that's regular. That's everyday story.
It was way more than 44, B. I
commonplace.
ain't got no time for that bullshit. You think I'm... Listen, man.
Man, I'm like, nigga.
Niggas still ducking and dodging AIDS. You think...
Listen, nigga. Coronavirus ain't stopping me from happy hour. Ain't stopping me from Taco Tuesday, nigga.
Facts.
Ain't stopping me from brunching, nigga.
Yeah,
No,
you need to be inviting me to these spots. Look at all these
I
spots.
do.
Yeah.
Just get back to your lemons, your echinacea.
Yo,
He's like your basil. you know
yo,
what
burn
I'm
your
saying?
page.
Your tea and lemon.
Facts.
Yo,
No,
burn.
what was that second thing you mentioned?
Facts.
Echinacea?
Yeah, what does it do?
Echinacea is
It's a root and it.
You take echinacea, you take some zinc, some vitamin C.
Yeah.
Boom.
Exactly.
Yo, I killed that. I down that
I
I down that emergency every morning.
And all of that stuff is
Good for
Natural.
you.
It boosts your immune and your
They
immune
say
system.
sex kills the coronavirus.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't know if
Facts.
that's just a rumor or whatever.
Oh my goodness.
Nah, it's true. Once you release the nut, it's all.
Oh my god. Yo.
It's sitting here.
You ever seen the niggas that got corona? They ain't fucking. I seen the pictures of what they look like.
They died.
Okay, I want to ask a personal. I wanna
They not
ask a
fuck-
personal
they ain't got no
question
bitches.
since I said that. Like, so if you have
I
y'all
think
ever
they
had
break up
moments?
with a bitch. I got the corona.
I mean, I'm sure y'all have had moments. This is off topic.
What
Obviously.
happened?
No, it's a different.
This is Jay Abby trying to get into our personal lives.
Yeah, we're getting into the personal lives, like
Jay Nice first.
the male perspective. Have you guys ever had, I'm sure, moments where you couldn't get up and it was embarrassing? Is it embarrassing?
Wait, how did we get here? What street was that?
That segue game
Yeah,
is.
nigga, how did we go to coronavirus?
Like, how did we?
Because
get
y'all
here
just
to
mentioned that people with coronavirus.
Nah,
and
fuck
you're
it.
letting that out
That was
there.
you. That was you.
So,
So,
no,
we
no,
just
no.
went from coronavirus to
That was
erectile
actually
dysfunction. I don't know.
That's not erectile dysfunction. I'm talking about, like, I'm
That's
saying
one
it's
step
like a
question.
one. That's like a one.
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying a common occurrence.
Yeah, but has it happened? Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like, I'm not saying a common occurrence, but if you deal
But
with a
not
new
getting
chick,
up or what?
yeah, like, say you're dealing with a new chick,
I
and
don't think it
like,
happens with new chicks.
all right, so let's talk on that. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not?
Stay because you on your A game then.
That's a whole nother episode.
Yeah, that's a whole.
That's after hours.
Oh, that's after hours.
That's after hours.
You see, I can't get.
But there's
I
a
can't
lot
get
of
to know y'all, man. I don't know already.
You can go into it. I don't know. Like, all right, yo, like, look.
It's just never really with the new chicks.
Yeah, I don't think that happens with new chicks.
It doesn't happen with
Nah,
new
it happens.
no matter what they do.
Nah, like, unless they say something stupid that smell like fish, but.
I know. There's more.
I mean, because she's cooking fish, obviously.
I mean, of course, yeah, the kitchen is flooded with the smell of all that. Like,
Nah, but
I hate when you go into a house and it smells like bacalao. I mean, you be trying to figure out where the flies are coming from, nigga.
yeah.
Oh,
So
man.
did we talk about 50 trying to finish Pop Smoke's project?
nah.
Oh, where we are now.
Let's touch on it.
Yo, can y'all just give me like a little bit of heads up when we about to make these turns?
You out here just.
Hypnotized to the backwards.
I mean, I can say in conclusion,
Yo,
I can say
he in the-
we're segueing.
Yo,
Nah, but she just-
Jay in the
nah,
back
fuck
seat.
that, son, Jay. Let's go. All right, enough of that bullshit.
Jay in the backseat, head whipping.
I'm like, yo, what's good?
Where we going? Yo, nah, but 50. Nah, that
That's
50.
what makes it even more fun. It's a roller coaster podcast today. We're having some fun.
Nah, but that 50 shit. I feel like
We're having a
alright.
little fun.
It didn't really involve him. I understand what he's trying to do.
Well, I mean, let's give some backstory.
Would you call it cloud chasing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouldn't that been left up for a Brooklyn nigga to do?
Executive producing Pop Smoke's album
Probably.
to get his mother that trophy that she wants apparently for her sons. I mean, R.I.P. Pop Smoke. My condolences to
Don't
his
get me
family.
wrong.
Who's ain't buying these projects though, dog? Like
The
who's
only thing is, he was fucking with Pop Smoke before he died.
I get all that, dog.
Okay.
But like, is he like the big
I mean-
brother into this? This is YMCA?
Nah, he was just from the standpoint that people said he sounded like Pop Smoke.
Right, 'cause they-
Pop Smoke
they-
sounded like him.
They was out
Right.
here, no, but they was out here together. Like they was definitely touching.
But
the
nigga, that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
when
but
you're young and
50
poppin', nigga,
Right.
New
But
York
50
City, you in Miami, nigga, you gotta
But,
do them
but
things.
50 kind of like a groupie now with every hot New York nigga now.
So is he the new
Right.
Diddy?
Nah, cause he was like that with
Nah,
he was like that
no,
with
they're
Takashi
not.
hard.
He was like that. He was like that.
Yeah, he
with,
was like that with Tekashi.
He was like that with A Boogie too.
Yeah, he was.
Right before
That new Diddy, nigga. Y'all niggas ain't seen no
Right,
Diddy,
he was
nigga?
Diddy.
Troy Ave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He jumped on that Troy
Nah,
Ave.
he's been with these like hot New York niggas quick.
Well,
Once you pop in New York,
keep getting into the streets.
yeah, but
Stay
once
relevant.
you pop in New York, that nigga's there, bro. All of a sudden he taking pictures. My son this, my son that. Oh,
Didn't he
man.
do that- didn't he do that with Soulja Boy too?
But is that wrong? Is that wrong? Wouldn't that?
Nah, I
that's
don't-
what we want the
That's
artists
what
to
you
do.
want.
I don't say it's wrong because he's giving them that cosign,
Right.
but they already had that buzz. You know,
Right, right,
he
right.
not doing that before they had nothing.
I feel you.
Right,
He not-
right.
That's what Diddy do, nigga.
I mean,
Diddy
yeah.
see you catching some flame, nigga. Let me come and put my dried up fire stick in that shit and catch a
But
flame
you-
again.
but
But
do you really
the
think-
young niggas is so caught up like, oh shit, it's Diddy.
But do you-
When Diddy's really
Yeah.
like, nigga, I need the young niggas to stay relevant. I don't make music like that.
Alright, but do you
50
really
don't
think,
make music like
do
that,
y'all
nigga.
really think 50 needs cloud chasing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
He
think
don't make
50.
music like
Right
that.
This-
now, I mean,
this
with
social
Power and
media-
everything else he's doing.
But you
Here's
gotta
the
understand
thing,
this
though.
social media
He's in
climate
TV now.
is so fickle that 50 does whatever he can to stay in the buzz. Like he always
Exactly.
stays in. He has to stay relevant.
Here's the situation.
Power is not on no more.
Exactly.
Okay.
Matter of fact,
Jay-
Power was done.
Yeah.
Jay wanna stay relevant, nigga. Jay drops music, nigga, and goes on tour. He's either gonna do another On the Road Tour 7 or come out with a new album or team up with Justin. Either way, Jay-Z's relevancy is music.
Argue with Beyonce publicly.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he drops music though, niggas.
Another
Music.
elevator.
It ain't just some argument or some nonsense
Yeah.
and nothing happens, nigga.
Right.
Everything that deals with Jay coming
Right.
is gonna have some music following behind it. There's a soundtrack for it.
Right.
These other niggas who stay relevant do not rap.
Right.
Right.
50 don't rap, nigga. You don't hear shit on the radio, my nigga.
So,
The
but
most
he
plays-
was calling
the
out
most
artists
plays
to
nigga
jump
had
on the
was the fucking
project.
Control Power.
He was calling out artists. He called out Kendrick, Cole, Post
Call
Malone
on what?
to jump on the
Okay,
to
but-
finish the project. So I'm kind of like,
Yeah, but
To-
they're gonna make the album.
Nigga,
they probably make the album like
Maybe,
like a
if that's the
commemorative.
case,
right?
if that's
Like
the
a
case, you don't
commemorative.
need 50 Cent. Get the project with DJ Khaled, nigga. I'm done.
Facts.
Khaled?
Next segue.
If you
Cuz,
no,
nigga,
but
that's what
Khaled,
you doing.
Khaled bring people together and make hits.
But
I
that's
ain't
what
gonna
you're
lie.
doing, though. That's what
You
he's
DJ Khaled in right now,
Hey, that's what he's trying to do right
but
now.
not as good. You know, back then, 50 would put a project together, but 50 would be the greatest aspect of the album. Like documentary, 50 was the greatest addition to
That's
that.
too long ago, man. That's all
just-
four.
No, but I'm saying that's back when he was hot.
No, but
Now it's the you hip.
And there's an opportunity.
With that G Unit shit,
Yeah.
dog, the G Unit shit is almost like the Wu-Tang shit, nigga. And when I say that is, as a group, they're awesome. Their solo projects, all the first solo projects are hitting, nigga. That
Right.
Tony Ayo, nigga,
Right.
the thought of
It
a
did
predicate,
hit. It did
what
hit.
is it, thought of a predicate felon or some shit.
Yeah.
That Lloyd Banks first one, that Young
Yeah.
Buck, nigga.
Right.
That
Young Buck was a
Game
classic,
documentary,
yeah.
them first G Unit albums,
Yeah,
nigga.
exactly.
Is dope, nigga. Even the Get Rich or Die Trying, and I even still go with the fucking first shit before where he did. What
The
was him?
mixtapes and
No, it was not. It
everything.
was
It was
him,
underground.
Yayo, and Buck,
Yes.
where he was using it to fill in talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Banks and stuff.
Filling
you
the
know what I mean?
time when he was
Yeah.
in, when
So,
Ye was locked
them
up.
little 6 albums, nigga, is potent, my nigga. They
Yeah.
hold weight, dog. They awesome. All that follow up shit,
Trash.
crickets, nigga.
Since the
You know what I
massacre
mean?
has been asked.
Right.
But
Like Wu Tang.
But I feel like,
solo.
but do I feel like he has?
Nigga, this nigga wanna be looking for the Method Man albums, nigga. The only one. You know what I mean?
He's like, cow.
You know what
Nah,
I
He's
but
like,
the-
yo, Buddha, get that.
No,
get
but
that.
do
My
you?
homie from high
Take
school,
that.
like Method's his all-time favorite.
Method is great,
rapper,
man. Method is
all
great.
time.
He's a great dude.
Meth is
too.
nasty,
Voice,
bro.
we like him.
Shout out Meth, man. He's a cool dude.
Nah, meth and red as a combination. Not no.
It's his voice, his swag. He had the whole.
Yeah.
He had everything,
His
personality,
vibe was a little
charisma.
different than the rest of the Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
It was, nigga, but
He's
who's
a
really
handsome
the,
dude.
Alright, nigga, look. Who's really the better Wu-Tang niggas, dog?
ODB.
Ghostface.
ODB.
Okay, who else?
Nah, I'm going with Meth, man.
Meth all the
Meth
way?
and Ghostface.
Better music and everything.
Ghostface is number one.
Ghostface in terms
I
of
get
like
Ray,
storytelling.
Ghost, and Jizza, nigga.
Yeah.
Okay, Jizza.
Gay,
Ray,
go,
Ghost,
but
and
go,
Jizza are most-
Ghostface is number one to me
Right.
out of all of them. But
Ghostface.
Most of
Yeah.
But do you feel?
Yeah, that Ghostface shit.
But I feel like the Pop Smoke album would have been better in Khaled's hands than it is in 50's hands.
But I'm wondering how he would even enter the
50
realm of
can't,
taking
ain't
that.
no, nigga, 50 don't got that ear, nigga.
He don't got
Yeah,
that.
he doesn't have
He
it.
don't
Even
got that
shit he
ear
did-
no more.
Even that shit he did with Chris Brown, nigga, that shit was buns, nigga. That
Yeah.
was forced on you.
Yeah.
So it's like, nigga, what is you doing, dog, to make the album so special? Let me get Post Malone, nigga. Let me get Chris Brown. Drake, come over here, nigga. You calling out everybody named Mama, who's a guaranteed nigga.
You
nigga.
calling
You're not
calling
working-
out the Dream Team,
Yeah, nigga, you're not working the
but
record.
it's
nigga.
not gonna. Nobody
What's
listens to the album for
bitch's
Pop
name,
Smoke
nigga?
no
Billie-
more.
Billie Eilish, nigga.
Yeah,
Hop
come
on this
on,
track, yeah.
come on, Billy
Come on,
Eilish.
son.
That shit's a whole different topic.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what he's basically doing, dog.
Right,
You're
right.
calling niggas out. At this point, the nigga might even call niggas he don't like, nigga. Fresh Montana, nigga, come get a piece of this.
He's like, yo, hop on this verse, cat.
He's gonna do some I'm like, come
French-
on, Irv, bring seven. We need an R&B vibe.
We need that. We need that.
Come on, dog. Like,
French ain't nothing without Drake. All right, they got to be on the same track.
Yeah, where's French? Where, I mean,
French
you
good,
was
nigga.
with
French
that
ain't
last
nothing
album.
without that feature.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of singles.
Name a track. Name a French track without a feature.
French got bars, man.
I mean,
No.
Name a French track without a feature.
French know how to make a song, dog.
Oh,
Nobody
French
said
came
he.
a long way.
Nobody said he don't. But don't act like the other person on the track ain't carrying it too.
Don't got nobody on there.
I'm snapping my fingers because I'm thinking.
There's a couple.
There's a lot.
Name one hot one.
Oh, come
What's the
on.
other shit he came out with, dog? With the nigga from New York, the white producer on it, dog.
When he first came out, all his beats with the music, all them shits is
Yeah,
him.
Harry Fraud shit.
Yeah.
Produced it, nigga.
All them shits
Come
is
on.
him.
Man, this is a little too hard, man.
But you not naming.
I was thinking about mac and cheese, but I can't think
Yeah,
of
we
mac and cheese
know.
right now.
That's the whole point.
This shit is like coming out to a math problem.
That's
right
the
now.
point.
Like, damn.
They ain't no.
No, stop.
No, wait a minute.
That
You
ain't
was the
my
same
Shot
as
caller,
shit.
shot caller.
We're back on that.
Shot caller, there we go.
Alright.
Yeah, them niggas.
Yeah, you know what I
I
mean?
feel like we're talking about Ace Hood again. That was hilarious.
Nah, Ace Hood good though.
No, when you were pulling up all the facts and shit on Ace Hood, that was cold.
I fuck with Ace Hood, nigga. Ace Hood, you know, I don't know
Nah,
what
I fuck
happened.
with
Like,
Ace
he
Hood.
got blackballed. It's kind of. I'd say that here too, nigga. It's real fucked up. For the DJs to back him up so hard now, and you don't even hear Ace Hood in the mix shows no more.
Featuring Shot Caller featuring Charlie Rock. I said without a feature.
No, nigga, that's the chorus though. That's the chorus. Come on, dog.
Without a feature. What?
Oh, Jerome Bettis, nigga.
He got a couple.
Jerome Bettis.
Yeah. Anyway.
Who on Bettis?
Yo, wow, y'all go do your research and
Nah,
figure
nigga,
out this one hot song.
don't talk about Montana.
We
man.
need, no, I'm not just Montana. Shout out to French Montana. He has a distinct voice. That sounds good. He's clear. His ad libs are good. The nigga's, he's good.
His albums,
You know,
Yeah.
that nigga's.
Oh, don't panic.
Don't
Don't
panic.
panic.
Yeah, nigga.
That's a big
He's
one.
That's
good.
a big one, nigga. That shit. Ooh.
He's very.
I had to go
good.
give y'all that.
Nah, I gave y'all that, nigga. I just said Jerome Bettis, nigga. You know what I'm talking about, nigga.
Oh, yeah.
I gave you.
Oh, nigga.
No, but
That's a shot at Lamar, nigga.
in facts.
Hey, that's a hard one though.
Nah, but I fuck with French. I fuck with French, but I'm telling you, French without them features was. I'm telling you, I fuck with French, but French without them features would not be French. He would not be with. He would have never got with Chloe if he didn't have them features. He would have never got in that Kardashian.
I don't know.
ring.
He got with everybody,
He
nigga.
was
You know what I
getting
mean?
money before
Yeah,
that. He was
yeah.
getting money
Yeah, I mean that
before,
nigga's
so,
from Morocco, nigga. That nigga's fancy or something. Niggas probably got a tiger back at the crib. So who knows? Yeah, Fresh got bread. Like
He got money.
He's got that Ciroc money too.
Shout out Chinks Drugs, man. Y'all go keep downloading the music,
Yo,
man.
like
That nigga
so.
was dope. Rest in peace.
I
He
really-
was.
Okay, so since I'm
That's why I think French got a lot of the shit from.
He did.
Buckle
Yeah.
up.
he does buckle up. So all
Him-
right,
him-
buckle up, everybody, buckle up. Since
Strap in.
I love this discussion that we're doing with this whole music thing tonight. So I want to talk about we're approaching the end of the first quarter of the year. What do we feel about what's happening in the industry just in general? How do we feel about maybe some predictions for the summer? Who do you see heating up? Let's just talk music. Like
Yeah.
what's happening so far?
Can I go back into something then if we
Go
talk
ahead.
music?
Yeah. First quarter of 2020.
All right, find the Pop Smoke shit real quick. I'm not finished. So,
All right, go ahead.
was him dying the best thing for his career? Like,
Oh, facts. We
out of rappers.
were having that
Out of
conversation. Best or worst, right? That's what
Yeah,
you're
best
saying.
or worst.
That's the word.
So here's the premise, y'all, to the Ivy Talk listeners. I mean, man, Hollow Rock is gonna come weigh in with a rapper who's passed in the game
Condolences.
and see if their death has prolonged or bettered their career, so to speak, or was it too early and we should have been having more from them?
Was it better for them to have died when they did?
Damn it, man! Let me work on my set.
Was it?
You just gotta say it. Blood.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, was it better for them to die when they did, or would you like to have seen more from them.
Okay. Pop Smoke, I think it was in his best that he passed.
That's kind of hard.
Yeah.
It's not saying, I'm saying for his career though. He's bigger than what his music is now.
I mean, yeah, now he is.
Because before, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, we was all saying the fucking album sounds all the way the same as
Right.
all the way out now. And now Jay, what happened now?
Yeah,
Okay.
every record is banging in the club. Every single song is hitting.
But that from him, I feel like it was best. Yeah, best. It was the best thing for him because he wouldn't have. I feel like would you see it getting better than that?
That's what I was telling Lex. Like
Yeah.
I feel like
That's what we mean by it.
I don't see it. Yeah, I think all these songs sound so much so similar. Like the difference between Dior and Shake the Room is like almost nothing. Like it's almost identical.
Like
So-
The only thing that sticks out like Sweetheart.
Yeah,
I mean,
People still saying
and Gotti.
Songs do not though.
Yeah, they
so
do
are
not.
y'all saying, okay, so are y'all saying that y'all didn't envision that perhaps maybe his second or third album could have been better?
Nah,
Or
just
perhaps
I feel like
improved his career?
I feel like he honed the sound, and I feel like it doesn't get better than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's that
So in
Brooklyn
terms of
jiggy nigga
notoriety-
shit that grabbed the belt and
Yeah.
ooh,
Okay,
it's
so
that
in
it's
terms
what
of
that's what they
notoriety,
doing.
You know, and we're not saying this, you know, disclaimer, we're not saying this to be heartless and say that it was a good thing that this man passed.
No.
No,
In terms
No,
of
no,
his
no.
estates, in terms of his estates,
it was the best thing for his career.
perhaps is the worst. It probably, no, I'm sorry, not the worst. It probably is the best thing monetarily and also
Longevity.
storybook shit. You
Yeah,
know what
it
I'm
gives-
saying?
it
Like,
gives him that-
It's hip hop history now.
Another dude, Nipsey Hussle.
Triple X.
No,
No.
I mean, we can get on triple X.
all right,
But, okay,
Nipsey.
of
No,
course.
I feel like Nipsey could have added so
I
much
think he could have
more.
added more.
Not even from a music standpoint, because one Victory Lap was bomb.
Yeah.
It
Like,
was great.
Yo,
But was it
realistically,
bomb? Was it bomb because people checked for it more that he died? Because
No.
very few people was rocking with
No,
the
but-
nigga compared to when he died.
What-
It was the-
What I'm
it was
saying
a
is,
dope project.
I don't fuck with West Coast rappers like that. So
Yo, who you listen to, man?
Logic, Lil Zane.
Yo, I listen to I listen to up north rap like East. I listen to East Coast. I
Them niggas from Buffalo, nigga. That's
I-
what he like.
I listen to East Coast music mainly.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Right now, Atlanta is heavy. Like Atlanta's big on my playlist.
Right.
Period. Everything that comes out of Atlanta is big on my playlist.
Okay.
The Baby is nasty right now.
Right.
Up north, I
Baby?
mean,
You said, oh, Dub
Dub
Baby.
the Baby, Lil Baby too, Lil Baby too. That Uzi is nice though.
I didn't get into the Uzi.
I like
Is
it.
that the-
Yeah, that new album.
Eternal Take or whatever.
Okay.
It's nice. I like it. I like the production on it. He's got bars on it. Finally, this is the first time he's got bars. Yeah, I fuck with it. I mean, I listen to all genres of music, but I feel like West Coast just never.
Never grabbed you like that.
Yeah, West Coast just never. I never related to that. Like,
We talk R&B ever.
nah, I don't listen to R&B.
No one listens to R&B.
I love R&B.
You love R&B. All right. So Young M.A. recently made a tweet.
We just saying fuck the whole segment.
Yes.
No, I mean, it's all
Was
right.
it?
Let's
All right.
get back to it.
The Nipsey, I feel that Nipsey was worse because I feel like the Nipsey, he would have given so much more just even from an intellectual standpoint, and I feel like his music was just starting because those 4 songs that he put around that time, he definitely would have popped.
Yeah.
Like
I think he was
between
bubbling.
that
I
Khaled,
think it was still
between
gonna
that
be
Khaled
really
track,
Nah, that kind of track garbage.
Nah.
nah.
It works for TV. It works for.
I think it would have.
It works-
it's a single.
It works for like
Because he's dead,
when
man.
you watch but it works for you. Because
In
I was
all
watching that
honesty-
video before he died. Like
yeah,
the Khaled
Video was
joint and
popping.
the racks in the middle.
racks in the
Racks
middle,
in the middle had me locked.
racks in the
Before
middle
he
was
died.
That
Bump
check
it.
shit was harder.
Which one?
The visual, like, last time that I checked with him and YG.
Yeah.
I used to look at that video too, but I wasn't feeling the
But that-
song. I used to look at that.
But
video.
that mustard, that him and mustard,
All right,
Yeah.
let me
that
interject
shit
here.
bumps.
Yeah.
I feel like
He
it.
was bubbling. He
It
was
had
bubbling
more of
all
an
the way up.
impact. I think it had more of an impact from a sentimental standpoint because of the interludes in
Right.
between. Because he died, like
Oh,
it means more.
Perfect 10.
Yeah,
Yeah, so-
but that shit still would have been hard.
Yeah,
had
All
it-
Perfect 10
right,
is
all right.
fine.
Let's talk. This is my opinion. In all honesty, Nipsey was a very intelligent man, articulated himself very well. His interviews were very insightful. I do agree with Lex. I do believe he was more of a regional artist in comparing him to somebody like even the Baby or Little Baby, who even though they're from Atlanta, they really do have more of a, in my opinion, a global impact. Nipsey Hussle, when he died, all of a sudden it became, oh my God.
He was very
Nipsey
much
Hussle.
California, yeah.
It's almost like, oh my God, he's this martyr, and now we have to name the street after him because he opened up this clothing store. And I'm not knocking anything that this man did.
He even
But
got his own color.
I gotta be
Nipsey
completely
Blue is a
honest.
thing.
People were not putting Nipsey
Jay-Z
Hussle in
had
their
a
top
blue, man.
five.
Like,
People
Yeah,
not.
yeah,
All right,
Jay-Z
look,
Blue.
look. I'm gonna say it like
Yeah,
this.
Jay-Z Blue.
People were not putting him in their top 10. I never came across.
No,
anybody
no,
that was like,
I'm not
yo,
saying
Nipsey's
that.
in my top 10.
What we were
That's I'm
saying, what we
He's
were
dead
saying is
in
that
a
he
way.
was. We were saying that he was bubbling.
He
I
was
do
definitely
believe.
bubbling.
It was
I
bubbly,
do
but
believe
it's
that had he
up.
not died, he would have popped anyway.
Yeah.
Pop
Man,
Smoke.
number five.
I believe Pop Smoke is at the height of his career. This, I
A
feel
lot
like,
more people,
Right.
a lot more people know Pop Smoke music because he died.
yeah, I believe that this is as
And
good.
It tells you too, like when you get the surge of how he was just recently out,
Yeah.
and then the week after he died, of the numbers,
Right.
like it becomes like, oh,
And
who's
it's
this
like,
motherfucker?
and the conversation a lot is, yo, I didn't even know this song before
Yeah.
he died, but now that I hear it, I like it.
I just believe he wouldn't have been better.
Like another
Nipsey,
instance-
I believe Nipsey would have been
Nipsey
better.
was just on the way up,
Tri-
man.
Okay.
All right,
Like,
And he was
Triple X. Do you feel?
I feel like that was probably the worst thing that happened.
Yeah.
I think Triple A was
I do.
I think he was on his
I
way
think he
up.
was about the bubble too.
yeah,
Yeah.
because everything was has to
The
crossover
thing
shit.
is, the thing is with the thing that Nipsey and Triple X had in common is, if they both would have stayed around, they definitely had a really strong voice for the people. Like,
Yeah.
They
as far
did,
as on a
absolutely.
whole nother level.
There was
of
there
shit,
was
you know
niggas
what
that
I'm saying?
worship
That's why
Triple
I
X
said
like a cult. B. There was
Yeah, like
there was people that lived to
super
die by his
intelligent.
words.
His
B.
interviews were also very, you
Right.
know.
For a
Yeah,
young
like,
kid.
But when
What's
you're
the other
artist-
I'm
nigga
talking
that-
about people that like really stood, like they stood.
You know,
for
they
something.
stood out.
Yeah.
So
His
how you
positive
think Juice
message.
WRLD? How you feel about Juice WRLD?
I don't think Juice WRLD really put himself out there to represent so much of a character.
No, but do you think
The
like,
best
do you
or
think
worst?
he was
Do you
gonna
think he
pop
bubbled?
off bigger
But you
than
think
what's happening
man, I
after
think
he
he
died?
might have.
I think he hit his.
might have.
I think he hit his stride. He was already.
His
He had his
pinnacle?
stride. Like
His pinnacle?
I
think he would've been
Yeah,
gone,
yeah,
But
man.
I don't feel like he popped anymore after
Yeah,
he
yeah, I
died.
think he could have gone
I don't
further.
think he. I don't think he.
Yeah,
I think he could have gone.
But I
further.
feel like where people regard him
Mhm.
is much better now, as opposed to. I feel like he was always. Most people was just like he's the. I still see the shadows in my room. He's that
Right,
dude
right,
for a
right.
lot of people. Like
Right.
nobody, nothing else. You
Right,
know,
right.
like
Right,
I
nobody
feel like.
Well, he
Yeah,
dropped
absolutely.
far more content than that.
Yeah, but I'm saying for the majority,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was just that dude.
Right. It wasn't like it wasn't,
Yeah,
it wasn't
even
like,
people's mamas was like, I like that song. Yeah,
he
like
had a lot of dark music too, though.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I feel like later, I feel like once he died, who he was just came to the forefront.
Right.
I feel like it was the best thing to happen for him because I don't think his music, if he would have continued on further, I don't think his music could have gotten.
I think
Yeah.
he was a real musician.
He was
To
putting
my
out good
hearing,
music.
I
I
think
liked
he was
it.
very dope. He was very
he
unique.
was like a real musician, like
Yeah.
whereas like a lot of the other youngins just be.
But was you checking for his music like that when he was
I was
alive?
definitely not checking for it.
That's what I'm saying. Like that him and Future tape was ass.
You had to take with Future?
Yeah, exactly.
Look at that.
That's
Wow.
exactly. It sure was ass, man.
Talking to a DJ, right? He's like, oh yeah, like that for real.
Yeah, it was not.
That shit was that. But that's what I'm saying. I just feel like this was the best thing to happen to him because I don't think. Yeah, I think he would have put out more music, but I feel like his image, the way people perceive him now, is better.
Right.
I feel like for Nipsey, it's the opposite. I feel like Nipsey would have propelled so much further.
Exactly.
I feel like Triple X would have propelled so much because Triple X was at that point where he was just
The crazy
getting,
thing was
he
Triple
was
X-
getting over that bad
Yeah, 'cause
publicity.
the thing is, they didn't like him
Yeah.
at first. Right?
Yeah.
But then he got to the point to where people was like, you know what, I'm fucking with this nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and right when he got to that point,
He
He
died.
said, wow.
Because he was so I'm talking about every day. So he's positive on the.
Condolences to his family, of course.
Yeah, he was positive as hell online. Like
He was.
y'all can do it if you're going through it.
Exactly.
Like I feel like he did bring this generation's depression. He was a voice for that depression in a
He
mainstream
died.
way.
Which is the
He
main
probably been
thing.
more depressed.
Nah, if you heard them albums even before he died,
No,
bro,
I'm
them-
saying like after the motherfucker died, nigga, all that uplifting he did,
I
probably shot
remember-
them other kids
I
to
think
hell.
I mean,
I remember
yeah,
when
probably.
this dude was on IG one day,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Yo, I got a song about to come out with Vibes Cartel, yeah," and like mad people was like, "Yeah, right," da 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 da. But like, homie, really, you know what I mean?
Oh, that was that shit he did on the one that where he died though. That shit came out later.
They came out ways later.
Yeah, but that shit's hot though.
Yeah, it's him.
There's like a couple, like 3 people on the track.
Yeah,
and
him,
the shit got a dope
Stefan,
vibe.
like, yeah, my homie made the beat and everything.
Oh,
Crazy, yeah, crazy. But I remember when he was literally on IG talking about that shit.
and that's wild, dude.
Yeah.
Any
Well-
last calls with anybody else?
Who else that passed before their time and you were like, yo,
I think
was it,
Pun. To take it back, nigga.
take
you think it was the worst thing for him?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he
Oh, yeah, he was on
he
the
had a
come up.
He
catalog.
was about to.
He was
Yeah,
him and
yeah,
Terror
yeah.
Squad. They
Cause-
were
He
killing.
was just getting
Because the
commercial.
game was
Yeah.
changing too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The
Yeah.
game was
Commercial
changing,
with the
nigga.
game, yeah.
Cause we seen what Fat Joe did, nigga. Niggas was really talking like Fat Joe really took Punch Rhyme book, nigga.
Right.
Like we was like, yo, where did this nigga?
But look
imagine,
at the
like he died during the
success
transition
Joe
of the
had.
hardcore hip
like Pun would have been.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
died right when it was becoming
Yeah.
Versace shirts.
Yeah,
and, you know what I'm saying?
He died in when 2000 was coming with when New York was hitting, nigga. New York
Yeah.
came with that second win and everybody was going, dog. Like he died.
Mind you, he shook up the place with that fucking Still Not a Play, my nigga.
Oh yeah, nigga. Yeah.
That shit
Yeah.
shook
come
up.
on, niggas was still.
Nah,
I just
man,
lost
that nigga was killing features.
I just lost 100 pounds. I'm trying to live. That shit hit different once he died. Niggas was like,
And
man.
you know, like he was gone though. Like he was living, but he was gone. You know what I mean?
And then
He died in February. Dog, the album came out like April.
it was
Yeah.
another record he was shaking with Bitch, your man can't
Oh,
do
dude,
it
like
me.
Trend. Oh, nigga,
Yeah.
That's some good shit, nigga. But
That
the
man
niggas
was
niggas was spitting though.
Yeah,
Terrence
son.
Squad album, yeah, that shit was heavy.
Hitting, son.
That's what I'm saying, nigga. Them shits were, they had records, nigga.
Yeah.
That shit was just, you know, you went too early.
Yeah, rest in peace, Pun.
Rest
Who else
in
out
peace,
there,
Pun.
dog?
Big L.
Big L.
Way too early.
Way too
But how did you think it was going, nigga? Cause
Yo, but what
the
if
second
Big L
album
was
was
still
crazy.
around, my nigga? Let's
But
His
go
bars
there.
was insane.
Nah, but you gotta see, nigga. This
Right.
come out, Harlem niggas was still around, nigga. But like,
Yeah,
but
but
how would that played out? What would the affiliation have been?
he would have been.
He wouldn't have been part of no Dipset.
Nah, but he would have probably been Harlem World with Mason them.
Well,
Man,
they didn't do nothing, nigga. No, he wouldn't have been.
Nah,
with
but
that.
I feel like Harlem World would have been something.
He was
Right.
down with them.
I
I
know,
feel
but
like-
he would have been in the Harlem World when Mace did the Harlem World with Cardan and his sister and all that. The Big
Yeah.
L would have been in that shit, nigga.
I feel like
But
he
it probably could've been
it would have been a different
It would have
thing
been a different
He
Harlem
could've
World.
been-
with him there. Yeah.
Nah, because it hasn't happened since, nigga.
I mean, but he
Like,
could
he-
I don't think he could have been a part of the Dipset crew because Dipset just had a different swag.
But Dipset was way later
Way
than
later,
Way
nigga.
Big L.
But that's what I'm
Big
saying.
L-
Harlem World, I feel he would have been a part of that.
Yeah,
Like,
at the time, if you're talking about at the time with Big L, right? It would have been Big L,
McGruff.
Cameron, McGruff,
Is it McGruff, right?
Mace, like these.
Okay, but that was the
Harlem.
group.
those was the niggas. That was when Cameron was young.
All
Yeah.
the children of the corn shit, but
Right.
no, nigga. But then that didn't happen. Then L dropped MVP shit, right?
Right,
McGruff was tied to Universal in between doing some
Right.
shit, had a couple banging ass
right.
freestyles and records. Cam came with the Lance Undies shit, dog,
Right.
right? The 357 and shit. Mace had the Bad Boy shit.
Right.
Then after Dog, let's see, Mace flopped. Second album. The Harlem World shit that he did
Big L
with
was
the family
out.
shit went
Big L was
gold.
gone already though.
He was gone by the second one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because look, Mace came with the
He was
Harlem
there. He
World.
was there for the first one.
What?
Big L for Mace's first album.
For Mace's first
Yeah, he
album?
was alive.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
Mace's first
yeah,
album?
he was alive,
I
nigga.
believe
Yeah.
he was, yeah.
He was
He
alive.
was
Like,
gone
nah,
already.
he
son.
died like
I knew he was
98.
going for the second one.
L died before Freaky Ty.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, well, of course.
So like 98, nigga.
Yeah.
And that album that came out after Ruckus went gold, nigga, it was a good record. Solid ass record, nigga. That Ebonics.
I feel, yeah.
That,
Ebonics.
oh, nigga, that rap,
Stop
nigga. That
killed
picture
that.
this, nigga, that shit.
Okay.
Come on, casualties of a dice game, nigga, that shit. Shout out to Big L, nigga.
That Ebonics right there.
Yeah, that shit was stupid, son. I think what's his face sort of trying to bite off of that.
Papoose?
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah. You
Yeah.
said it, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
So,
I said,
may I ask?
I said it too quick. I didn't even think about it. Papoose, right?
He had that one in the chamber. He was like,
Yeah, no.
Pap.
Now, may I
nigga.
ask, since we mentioned top 5 up north rappers, what about top 5 down south rappers?
That's so many now. Okay, fine. I'll throw a whack at it.
I mean, it could be a
Can
long
the
time.
group count as one?
Yeah, group count as
All right,
well.
let me get Outkast, let me get T.I., let me get Jeezy,
Okay.
let me get Trick, and...
Rick Ross. Rick ain't in your top 5?
Don't you do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Ooh.
I can't have a 5 without Ross.
Okay.
I might have to bump Trick
All right,
for Ross.
T.I.
Stop that.
No.
T.I. Hey,
Ooh, I
All
told
right.
her I didn't even get to pick my 5, but you know what?
Go ahead.
Go
No,
ahead.
I'm coming back, because now I got to dig deep.
Yeah,
all right,
you gotta
T.I.
go deep.
All right, I'm going T.I.
All right, agree.
Nelly count?
Nah, let's
You
say
count him as down
it's
south?
Midwest. It's Midwest.
It's Midwest, but he don't count on no other
What's
list.
what you want
All
to
right,
do?
I mean,
all right.
yeah.
No,
What's what-
I'm saying,
Midwest is a whole
as-
different thing.
all right,
You gotta go
Midwest,
take-
all right.
You gotta take the Kentucky, Kansas,
All right, I'm gonna go.
Chicago, Indiana niggas, and that's them.
Okay, all right, so I'm going Juvenile.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah, damn.
Ooh, damn, they ain't say
Damn.
that either, but okay, go
T-
Juvie.
T-
Yeah, right.
Yeah, T.I.,
of
Juvie,
course.
Wayne,
Wayne, okay.
Okay.
Outkast, gotta. All right, Outkast all together. No,
Outkast.
no, Outkast and Hot Boys all together.
Nah,
So that
nah. Come on, that's pushing it. How we going from 2 to 4 man?
not because
Because he
Juvie,
said
because then I'll take
Juvie.
Juvie and Wayne off my list, so I can free
Nah,
up the spot.
don't be greedy. Nah, you can't do that. 'Cause then you gotta take
I mean,
BG.
all right,
You gotta take BG and
All
Turk.
right,
nigga.
Ross.
You can
Okay,
send Turk in there.
all right, Wayne. All right, Wayne.
Wayne.
All right, Wayne,
Uh-huh.
Juvie,
Yeah,
T.I.,
T.I.
Ross,
Ross, huh?
and damn,
Jeezy?
man.
No?
Jeezy's up there, but
Come on.
damn, Jeezy.
Come on.
Because it's Jeezy, Luda.
Offset?
Luda.
Luda?
Yeah.
Luda got bars, and he was putting up numbers.
Yeah, you is.
But he ain't in my top 5.
What about Titty Boy, sir?
Titty Boy, 2 Chainz.
Damn, 2 Chainz.
Titty
Damn.
Boy.
Hey, who
Nah,
Two Chainz
Jeezy.
sold the soul,
Nah,
nigga?
Jeezy over.
2 Chainz did a Fat Joe
Jeezy
move,
over
nigga.
2
Just
Chainz.
came out
Jeezy.
nowhere.
Jeezy over
They're
2
Jeezy.
All right,
So-
all right.
All right, so Juvie, Wayne, Rick Ross, T.I., and Jeezy.
All right. Okay, so mine. All right. T.I., Rick Ross, Outkast, Jeezy,
Who
and
from Outkast?
No,
Andre,
okay,
come on.
particularly Andre.
Big boy don't count.
Andre
The big boy spit,
3000.
nigga.
Yeah, but he ain't no top 5
is-
spitter.
Is amazing, and then I have to say Lil Wayne. Are
Okay.
we including Lil Wayne, right? That's down
Let's do
south.
this, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
That's my list. That's my list. Let's go, Jay.
Oh shit, I know who to take. I know who my top 5 is.
You made up your mind now. All right, go ahead, go ahead.
Boosie.
Lies, nigga.
Oh, hey, no. Hey, Jeezy, drop Jeezy. T-Pain.
Oh, get out! I quit, nigga.
Sleep.
I'm done, dog.
This is out of control.
Yo, I had to drop Jeezy quick. Oh, that was great. You were thinking
Yeah,
Pain?
yeah, yeah.
You were thinking Pain too?
No, you can't.
Get the
Huh?
lights on. This nigga got coronavirus, nigga. Get the lights on. Delirious.
What?
This nigga said T-Pain, nigga. Top 5 rappers in the South.
Nah.
Not with Jeezy. No. We
T-Pain,
cannot drop
No
Jeezy.
87 or 1 hit.
Has anyone heard the recession? We cannot drop Jeezy.
Trump or
Nigga,
die.
when the recession came out, nigga, I
Come
spoke to
on.
you directly. I was like, yo, nigga, Jay, I don't think this nigga can come with anything no more, nigga.
Yeah,
Man.
like I
It
was
can't get harder than that.
Nigga, when that nigga
No.
came, nigga, he came with the recession, nigga, I was like, oh shit, nigga, how the fuck did this nigga do it?
Jay-Z.
Listen, I was rocking
Jay-Z,
with from BMF
but-
days. Trust
But
me.
Pain influenced the
But that's
world.
R&B.
Nigga, no,
What
dog,
section
the
of
recession
R&B?
crazy, nigga.
The recession is crazy.
I had that one shit came, nigga, with my grandma going dumb, nigga, and the man
Yeah,
said
like,
the
come
That shit was
on, kid.
crazy, nigga.
That shit was
What's
nuts.
that shit, nigga? Bring that shit, dog. Come on.
Welcome back.
Yo,
Welcome back.
nigga, that
It's
shit.
not the welcome back or is
Recession.
it's
Nah,
the
you
next
know what I'm
one.
talking, nigga.
Yo, it's
That shit
nuts.
crazy.
It's just nuts. Like it's one of my favorite
I
albums like, of all time.
Sorry for the lyrics.
I still
Nah.
go for Thug Motivation. And all
Yeah,
that.
Yeah,
no, don't get me wrong,
Alright,
Jeezy
man.
up there, but Jeezy just who else I'm gonna take off that list? If I got to take somebody off for Pain?
Can't say T.I.
Nigga.
I'll take T.I. off before Jay-Z.
Oh.
Wow.
All right, I'll take
Holy
I'll
shit.
take Juvie off before I take.
Oh, Julie.
I'll
take-
Wait.
400 Degrees was nasty.
I'm sticking to it.
Ah, nigga, Juvie had 3 albums, nigga.
Wait, you take
No, but I'm saying
I'm sticking to it. Jeezy over T.I. I'm just me.
Jeezy over
All
T.I.
right.
Yeah,
Nah.
over T.I.
Oh, wow.
T.I. had some of the best verses I ever heard in my life.
Like,
one?
Come on, nigga, the one he did with what's his name?
Tech
Crazy
Nine
World
Tech
was the
Nine.
song, nigga.
on the
First
Bible.
one with Tech Nine.
On the Bible?
On the
Oh,
Bible? Have you heard on the Bible the verse? Come on.
on the Bible is one of the craziest verses I ever
What
heard.
craziest verses?
Nigga, T.I. is
T.I.
a
is
lyricist,
disgusting.
nigga. T.I.
T.I.
is
is
a nigga.
disgusting. He's a storyteller. He's a lyricist. He has wordplay bars. What are you talking
Hold on,
I
hold on.
know, though, my fifth rapper, I would take my fifth rapper is Big Crit.
Big Crit. Overall, everyone?
Yeah, for my, in my top 5.
And it's top five. All right.
I think it's hard, man. Two different rock stars, 2 different kind of rappers.
It's
but
2 different
both with the same amount of
I'll
albums.
go Ross over Trick.
I gotta go Ross on the trick. I gotta get Ross on the
What
trick.
kind of content or what?
Just overall
Wordplay.
content.
Delivery.
It's 2 different
Bars.
it's 2 different eras,
Wordplay,
2 different
finesse.
styles of rap.
But
Finesse.
Same region.
Ross over.
Finesse.
Over.
Like Ross has like the thing about Trick Daddy's like
Alright.
that hood nigga from Miami. Yeah.
Let me
Like
pause it. We're good.
alright, so recently I'm pretty sure you guys heard there was a uproar about a tweet that Young M.A. put out. I'm not reading it verbatim, so don't judge me. But basically she was saying that there's a lack of true R&B in the music industry at this current moment. And it went viral. Got certain responses from a lot of different people. And she was actually recently on State of the Culture. Shout out to Revolt and what they got going on because I support what they're doing. And she was on State of the Culture explaining that she didn't really mean to offend anybody. Perhaps her verbiage and the way she put it out there was misunderstood. Basically, she was saying that in comparison to say maybe 10 or 15 years ago where there was a lot of collabs with hip hop and R&B artists, or R&B was really, really flooding the airwaves on the radio where it was constant. You know what I'm saying? Even outside of 90s R&B, you want to talk 2000s, you want to talk 2010s.
There's no comparison.
Like
R&B fell off.
R&B fell off. So she's
Oh,
basically saying that
Huh?
When
everything turned to.
auto-tune,
no, you don't think
or no, trying to blend everything.
I
with
mean,
trap
I
beats.
think I fuck with R&B. Like
Shut the fuck up.
my bad. I mean, I fuck with R&B now a lot. Like I wasn't really into the like boy bit like the
Buddha was not into a lot of music.
He's like, yo, you ever heard that?
nah, but I fuck with. I mean, but now I fuck with a lot of.
Mixtape only is an EP, nigga. That's it.
I fuck, nah, but I fuck with a lot of. I fuck with a lot of like. I fuck with a lot of singer songwriters. Like I fuck with a lot of like people that make. People that make genuine music. I was never with the Jagged Edge era, like the Cisco, the Cisco era, the One Tone era.
That was some good music, man.
But I just never.
Pinnacle of R&B.
But I just never was into it at that time.
I think we could say
Yeah,
probably
Drew Hill.
around like
Come on, Drew Hill.
G2K.
Nah, I think
That shit started falling off a
Nah,
little bit
man,
for
I
me.
think that shit. I think 07, 08, nigga, because Trey Songz was still
Yeah,
holding
Trey
it.
Songz was
Miguel
doing
was
Chris Brown.
holding it. Neo was holding it.
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown was holding it.
Yeah, Yeah, but
Bobby Valentino.
Usher was holding it.
I don't think
Like-
it was an error. I don't think it was an error when they was. I think they was doing R&B.
They was doing it.
But I don't think it was.
Yeah, but it wasn't that. Yeah, but
It was already over.
But I really picked up on R&B like the Usher time, like around that, like
Usher was
Confession,
also doing
like
it.
probably,
Usher's best project was 8701.
Yeah,
Like-
I agree.
like
And
probably-
then
Confessions.
Confessions was my favorite, but
Confessions, 8701 is
Crazy
a
hard.
Hard,
That took Usher from a teenager to a man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like real shit. Is,
Yes.
He went from U.S.H.E.
To a
Yeah.
foreign,
Yeah.
to a
I don't
foreign
know
beauty.
what you can't do, girl.
Nah, nigga, that wasn't even the hardest song on the record, like on the album. Like,
Help me.
that nigga was
Bang,
like,
bang,
that nigga
bang,
was
bang.
like, yo, a
Two
foreign
plays for
beauty,
real. That's my
so
nigga for real.
exotic.
Don't
You
get it-
remember that
don't get it
one?
twisted.
The one where he's talking about a foreign beauty, so exotic. When she looked at me, like that song. It's like a super sexy song. It's on 87. Yo, anyways, go back and listen to it.
I really.
Can I-
listened to the album thoroughly.
can you handle it if I take it there?
No, it's
That-
Yo,
That was
that till
how
this
did
day.
you?
If you remember the ladies strip, you remember the ladies
I'm
night
looking
back
up.
in the day?
Yeah.
At like the ladies night at the strip club back in the you know what
I don't
at
want to say
Strawberries?
the wrong
112.
thing. I want to say
Nah, we used to be at Strawberries.
Strawberries, alright.
Alright.
How can
That
I
song
say
right there, can you
It's
handle
called-
it? That's like the
Yeah,
That
that's
boom,
that
boom,
shit.
boom, boom.
Yeah, that's that
All-
shit.
like
That
one of
shit
our
hits.
all-time favorite stripping song. Like literally.
No, but that beat, that boom, 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 boom.
Yo,
That beat used to hit.
After that, I ain't front, though. I ain't front.
You can imagine a nigga like,
What's that one shit that he had, dog, that was really killing the club, nigga, like, right after that shit, dog?
Yo,
For the ladies.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly. Hey, sick.
Oh,
Yo,
nigga.
Usher-
That shit dropping the club, you get in the draws, nigga. You just had to bend
All right,
with a
but
girl.
That song,
Yeah,
that song is
Nigga,
a
drop
song
that
that,
shit.
changes. All right, from the opening music
Yeah,
to
yeah.
it's about to
That's
be
a party, nigga.
Yeah.
That's the record that. Hey, sick.
Nigga, come on, DJ. That-
Oh, the star. You're a bad girl.
Yeah.
Girl,
Bad
bad
girl.
girl,
When that
bad
shit
girl,
drop,
bad girl,
yeah,
when
bad
that shit
bad
drop,
girl.
nigga,
Bad
and you
Yeah.
behind.
you was looking for a bad girl back
Yeah.
then. You was-
You just gotta wait for the DJ.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah,
yo,
yeah.
bulletproof. Just, yo, shorty, real quick, hold up. Bulletproof.
Yeah, as soon as that song comes on, it's
That
hard.
shit be going from throwing them bones to yo.
What y'all know about this?
Supermodel.
No, but that is the time.
That shit changed.
That's
the
about
game, dog.
that's about when I got into R&B. Like around that
As a
time.
woman, listen, as a woman. with
Around that
song-
time is when I got in R&B. So I didn't really listen to 90s R&B
Yo,
like that.
as a woman
Really?
with
You
that
missed
song,
out on a great
that was
era.
a chick song. That was a girl
Like,
song.
I heard
Like,
some-
Dog, put that shit up real quick.
women-
I heard some of it
we
like
feel
I was
ourselves,
listening to like R. Kelly back then. Like
We were
Play
just
that shit.
feeling
That shit
ourselves.
is sexy. Nigga.
It
That
is
gets
like
you- that
it makes
gets
you feel sexy. You're like, yeah, I'm a fucking
No, but nigga,
supermodel.
like the club stops and sings along, and you can.
That was the
Are you a
confessions.
bad
Yeah,
girl?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's talking about the confessions, nigga.
Yo.
Two of his best
Oh,
things.
you
That no
right,
limit
right.
shit in.
I mean, okay, so now with that being said, I guess I can see what she's talking about. Because there's not that many R&B
There's
artists that are
no-
impactful like that
there's
with
no-
true R&B.
There's absolutely no R&B that's comparable.
Because these R&B niggas want to be
Nah,
rappers,
but-
though.
I mean,
But
Frank
that's what
Ocean
I-
is notable.
but that's what I'm saying.
Frank Ocean.
That's
is
like
notable.
R&B.
I consider that R&B.
I mean, it's
That's like
abstract. You're
R&B.
right. You're right. It's not even pure
Kendrick,
R&B as well.
It's J. Cole and it's Frank, nigga.
You
Yeah,
know,
You know
that's
what I'm
it.
saying.
Facts.
when
Yeah, those are my favorites.
y'all gotta remember when R&B was hitting, we had like R. Kelly wasn't
Damn, R. Kelly's an
like R. Kelly.
Where he kind of was before.
I mean, he was pissing on him in private.
Yeah.
He was in jail before. They arrested him back then.
He was
Damn.
he was pissing on him in public, but it was low res. It was like 2 megapixels. Niggas didn't care back then.
Exactly.
Yo, the tapes were hidden. Nobody knew.
Nah, but back then, but I'm saying like there's so many like you can't discount like Miguel's Kaleidoscope Dream.
Nah, yo,
like
classic.
Don't get me wrong. He sings.
Classic.
Like,
album.
He sings.
Yeah.
You feel me? But
I just feel like it's not that same feels, but that's why.
Because
Classic
back in the
R&B
90s, early 2000s was saturated because I was still getting the early 2000s. We still had Joe, You still had Kate.
Joe was
You
the
still
shit,
had
nigga.
Music Soul Child.
Yeah,
nigga.
yo,
You
Music
still
Soul
had
Child.
Mary. You
Yeah.
still had Sunshine
Erykah
Anderson.
Badu.
Erykah
Jill
Badu.
Scott.
big
That was
time,
2000.
dog.
That was 2000.
That was
Yeah, that's
2000.
how
Jill
good
Scott,
it
that
was.
neo soul movement, heavy nigga. That's
Indie
2000 and 2006, nigga.
Indie Irene Brown.
Still R&B. Next.
Family
Next
Kid,
was
Yeah.
Still Out.
nigga. What's his
When
name?
was Butter Love and all of that shit? Was that?
Butter Love was hitting though.
RL went solo.
Yeah.
You still have what's my man's name, dog? Who was part of the piece?
Tyrese was doing this thing back then too.
Oh, Jaheim was.
Jaheim was killing
Johnny
it.
was dope.
Jaheim was dope.
You had, yeah,
Remember when Genuine Tyrese and
Genuine was in the wave.
Yeah.
Genuine was definitely in the way.
When was the Tank and Levert and all that
Tank
shit?
was LSG.
LSG,
LSG
yo.
was hitting.
That was like, I think late
You know what I'm
90s.
saying?
late
Then Tyrese
90s.
still had one too.
TTG.
Tyrese.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking
All
about.
right,
TGT,
so,
yeah.
but
All right.
you see this?
When's the
But you
last
see
time?
this?
When's the last time you even seen like a boy group or whatever you call
But
them
you
shits
see
and
this?
shit?
But you see how many people that we just named, how many artists we just named, and we're like nostalgic about it? I think that's what she meant. That's not happening right now in R&B.
Nah, because these niggas
Yeah.
want to be rappers.
It's not happening.
Yeah, but it's not happening.
Rappers
in
want to be
R&B.
singers.
It's
So
not.
I agree with her. I'm actually.
It's
I
not
concur.
happening because people not even in.
Guys want to act like niggas, dog.
Music-
I mean,
Done.
That was still. But music is so temporary now.
I mean,
You bounce between track to track. They don't.
Relationship, man.
Hey,
yeah.
facts.
Our favorite
I feel you.
topic.
I mean, Dave was just talking about bringing R&B back too.
I mean, because
Not
of what
with
she
day
said.
26, nigga.
Not with
They day 364. They done.
I mean, 112.
You know what day 26 was, dog? For a milk carton, nigga. Expired, okay?
Facts.
That's what that shit. Get that shit out of here.
That shit was past
I
due.
mean, realistically,
Did anybody
TV
even
show-
watch that
you gotta-
shit?
Yes,
Nah, I went 12
did.
like great
I
music.
definitely
I was
was locked
fine.
in.
They had me in
Son,
tears.
you wasn't locked into that shit?
After the day 26 shit.
I was
Nah,
locked in.
I mean,
I'm
day
locked in.
26, that
I'm
first
literally
album was
with
Did
actually
you ever
hard.
see with the chicks?
Yo,
I
Pleasure
ain't watched that
P,
shit.
Pleasure P, that Pleasure P album, that shit went hard. I don't know if you ever heard it, but
Solo shit like
Yeah,
4
his
or 5
solo
years
shit.
ago.
Now that first one
that
was
first
hitting.
one was hitting. That shit was like, I was like, alright.
That's
Nah,
my
but-
boyfriend number 2 and all that?
Yeah.
Boyfriend number 2 was there.
Boyfriend number 2 was hitting that.
Pleasure P was doing his thing. So that's what I'm
Under.
saying, like,
That let me go under. That
Yeah.
shit.
it's
what?
not happening
Yeah.
now. It's not. It's not.
That was
happening
that
now,
Pussy
and I
Eaters
think-
anthem right there.
So I mean, I
I
don't
definitely
know.
didn't hear that one.
I mean, you're right. There hasn't been no boy groups. There hasn't been no female groups. There hasn't been none of that. So I'm not sure. I mean, maybe at some point in this decade we'll get that wave again. I mean, you know, history tends to repeat
But I
itself.
feel
We
like
don't
you
know.
get that.
We don't know.
I feel like
But
the
I
UK.
enjoyed that era. I definitely did.
I feel like the UK took that over, like singer songwriters, that
George
emotional,
Smith,
that
yes.
emotional R&B. I feel like UK took it over. Sam Smith,
Khalid.
yeah,
Well, Khalid is from here, but
yeah, Khalid. But I feel like those people
Sampha.
took that Sampha. They took those soulful R&B and they took it. I feel like United States don't have it no more.
Yeah, the
United
US
States is
lacking
running.
it.
I feel like they're running rap, but I feel like British singer songwriters
Nah,
is
they're
killing
killing it.
R&B right now.
Shout out to IWK.
Yeah, I feel
No,
like
they're
I feel like
killing
if there
it.
is a spot where UK has a pigeonhole, it's probably like the
R&B.
singer songwriter R&B game. Like they have because they have some of the craziest voices.
They got Ed Sheeran. No, you love Ed Sheeran, don't you? Lex?
Yeah, I don't love him.
Yeah.
Cool. You know,
Nah, Ed
he
Sheeran
get the
got
black card, you know. He get
Ed
the black
Sheeran
card.
got some
Black
shit.
card.
Ed Sheeran got some
Ed
shit.
Sheeran.
But
Which,
Ed-
look, all right, like, let's close it out. Let's get out of here. It's getting late. Episode
Like, she
20.
see off that way, nigga.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
the
let's
brakes,
get out
nigga.
of here.
Driving,
I'm ready
we
to get
gotta
out of here.
stop, nigga. It's time to go.
It's time to get out of here. But nah, I really enjoyed this show. I'm not cutting it off immediately. Come on,
That's
man.
how we do it, though. Episode 20.
Episode 20 was great.
Facts.
I want to say some positive words and things. Thanks. It was, we talked a lot of music, gave a lot of insight. Shout out to our listeners on YouTube. Please follow, like, and subscribe, share. All our listeners
You got the
on
flow.
Instagram. We got the flow. We got the most amazing show coming out of South Florida. Talking music, talking life. I got a powerful team behind me. This is Ivy Talks. And this is Drea Ivy signing off. Wishing for everybody to shoot for their dreams and do what they got to do. Let's grind. Let's make every day a better one. J-Boy Nice, Lex, Buddha. We
Got
out.
a new name, Jay Nice.